The Kenny Smooth Morning Show.
92Q Nashville's R&B and throwbacks. It's the Kenny Smooth Morning Show. And, you know, we always have amazing people hanging out, dropping by, kicking it with us. And today is no exception, all right? So this young lady right here, see, listen, some of y'all old heads, man, y'all behind the game, okay? She already a star. You just don't know. But now we're going to introduce you to her right now. All right, this young lady is right from here in the local Middle Tennessee area, from Lebanon, Tennessee.
She's a native.
She's a native of the area. She's a star in her own right. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for my girl, CoCo Jones.
Hey, I love the hey, y'all.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
And we've been doing.
I take that with me everywhere.
You do?
Hey,
You
y'all,
should.
Absolutely. I feel like I still say y'all. Like, it's just a part of my dialogue so deeply.
Right.
I don't know if that would ever go away.
Somebody else.
You shouldn't take it away.
I don't
You know, it signifies, you know, southern and dignified and all that good stuff. So, yeah, bring it with you. So, CoCo Jones she's got a lot of things going on. First of all, some of you guys, like a lot of your younger fans, like grew up with you.
On
You know,
Disney Channel.
on Disney Channel. Like, my daughter came here, she would literally lose her mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right now.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you've been progressive, which we love to see, because sometimes people get caught up in that Disney trap and can't get out. But you haven't had that problem. Thank you, Jesus.
Okay.
Got songs out right now. We got a song we're playing right now called I See You. Killing the game.
Something about your hands on my
no.
body.
Don't let her do it. Okay.
We're going to let her stick to that. We're going to
We're
let
gonna let
Coco
her
stick
do
to
that.
that.
Just because I can't sing don't mean I'm not going to sing.
Yeah. Everybody can.
Stand in your truth.
Let's be clear.
Stand in your truth.
And do.
If you're going to sing any song, sing I See You, girl. I appreciate it.
Sing that
It
one.
all
All
helps.
right.
Except for the high parts.
And of course, you know, what's happening with Bel Air. Doing your thing on this. Hillary, she's got a lot going on, man, right now. And so how does it feel to be in this space, in this moment right now in your career?
I mean, so many people have asked me that, and I don't really have the exact words. It kind of feels like a dream in a way, because, you know, you want these things to happen so badly. You're praying for these things to happen. You're working for these things to happen. And then it's like the world is like, yep,
Here it is.
you're good. We see it. And I'm like, okay. Like, it kind of feels like, on one hand, it's like I'm validated because I did believe that these things were possible. And then I got a team that believed the same things. And now I feel like the world is seeing and believing these same things. But I don't know, it's hard to describe because it's such a long journey. I mean, I'm from here. I was singing here all over the place at little cafes with like mad old folks playing like live instruments. And I was just like, what is this soul gonna mean later on, you know? And now I see so many things that just made sense, but they didn't make sense at the time. It's hard to describe.
It's hard. You know what? It's got to be surreal too. You know, you're in a music city. You know, and it's a lot of talent here, and you just kind of just break out and just start doing your own thing. And it's, you know, I just enjoy just watching the progress. You know, and watching you just kind of just maturate, and then, you know, and growing into your womanhood as well. All of this is happening before our eyes.
Yeah,
you know, all of it is happening just like that. I know Sister Brown had a few questions.
You've been singing for a long time.
Yeah.
But a lot of people just noticed you on Bel Air. So you were a singer or an actress first?
Oh, singing was always number one. I mean, I'm very competitive, and I'm very much like a worker bee. So when I was younger, I wanted more opportunities to sing. I would tell my mom, like, what else can I do? Is there anything else to do? And she just got so tired of it. She was like, you want to audition for this? And I just started auditioning for things just as like another way to like be productive and be entertaining, you know? But acting was just a second thought, you know? And honestly, it's crazy to me because people recognize me from the show, and I'm like, okay, here we go. Like, this is a character, y'all. I'm playing this role, but here's what I really am. Like, I really am CoCo. Like, and all that encompasses that. Like, my music, me, my personality. Like, I'm not Hillary, but thank you. I'm really happy to play her, but this is me too. Like, I don't want people to get confused. So that's why I was so adamant on dropping music right when the show came out.
Absolutely.
Which meant that when I was rap filming, I went into the studio, and I would be on set for 12 hours. It was crazy.
Takes dedication.
When did mom know that you could sing and decided to pursue you doing something more than just singing at your house?
Well, I look back at baby videos, and I feel like I was singing like a majority of my life.
Came out the womb singing.
like
Notes.
low key, it was really giving that. I think my mom tells this story of her friend who was a violinist, and they were just talking and having conversation, and I'm watching Barney in the background, and my mom's friend like pauses the conversation, and she's like, "Your baby can sing. Like, do you hear that? Like, she's singing everything back in perfect pitch." And I think that's when my mom kind of like noticed it, like, oh, interesting. But I think also like the type of kid I was such a like performer, and sports was my come up. So I was playing flag football. I was like the one girl out there playing flag football, and I was dusting them.
And then now your dad.
Yes, my dad definitely gave me that like athletic mindset. He played.
Yes.
He played professional football for 10 years and retired with the Titans.
Nice.
Yes,
While
I
he
was
over
cheering for
here.
the Titans then.
At the time, yes, she was.
I was a cheerleader.
But like I think that's when they also kind of knew, okay, this girl demands to be in the spotlight. Like I would like score on flag football and I'd like pose in the end zone.
Okay.
And they'd be like,
Not
"Were you that
poses.
girl that posed?" And I'd be like, "Yes, I was." Like I don't know, I just gravitated towards like the spotlight. And so I think they just kind of had to support me because I was a force to be reckoned with anything that I wanted to do like in life, anything I was passionate about. They were just gonna have to get with it.
So
Wow.
singing, that was not trained. You're not trained. You're just it's just a natural ability you have.
Yeah, I wasn't trained. I sang in church all through growing up. Like Easter services, I would sing "My Redeemer Lives," or I would be singing like my pastor would put me on the spot at my church. That's here as well. He would put me on the spot. But,
What's your home church here?
Yeah, yes.
What's your home
absolutely.
church?
Jesus is the Answer Church. Well, it's in Watertown, but you know.
Hey, that's all
Close
good.
enough. A church that's alive is worth the drive.
All right.
Okay.
But yeah, I think really what I grew up on was that gospel music and that soul. And originally I tried to go into gospel music first.
Right.
It's just those doors wouldn't open. And so these doors opened that led to me here now. But I'm like, okay, well, I carry all these things with me, so I guess I'm going to be alike this way.
Well, are you an old soul? Like, you know, when you're in the car with your mom and mom listens to everything, are you an old soul as far as your influences, or are there some newer artists that influence you more so than the older?
Well, my mom put me on to a lot of the queens of soul. I sang Aretha, Chain of Fools at every audition, like as long as I can remember. And she basically told me, like, if I can sing these songs, I can sing any song.
Right.
So I grew up listening to powerhouse women, Whitney, Aretha, CeCe Winans, Mariah Carey. And as I got older, of course, I was in the Disney circle. So I was influenced by those people, like, how do I do these things? So that was kind of my world. And then once I branched out of that, around like 16, 17 is when I more got into like Brandy for myself and more got into like SZA and like Summer Walker and those girls and just like kind of shifted into like the things that I like as I'm coming of age, you know.
But you know, you don't sound like them. You don't sound like the Summer Walkers. You don't sound like the SZAs. You have that seasoned sound where you would think that you could fit right in the mold with Aretha and Whitney and Brandy. I'm a Brandy fan.
Okay.
And Brandy is my girl. But I saw you on Jennifer Hudson, and you guys were doing the TikTok and you know singing,
Yes.
and it was you actually, and then you switched it. Can you see yourself working with her? And if not, who could you see yourself working with that you haven't?
I mean, I could absolutely see myself working with Jennifer. Like, if there was ever a biopic,
Oh yeah.
no, let me
Y'all,
know.
I've been saying that y'all do
Yeah,
favor,
y'all
just a
favor.
tank.
Let me know.
And you
Little
sound
Just-
sounded like
Gabrielle Union, I could also see.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm very, very open to working with all of the Black women that I look up to and learn from. Like, if I could be in a movie with Viola Davis, you know how much I'm taking away from that project? Even if I had 2 lines, I'm doing it for the learning experience. Like, there's so much more that I can gain. I'm a sponge type of person. Like, I love to be like, well, how do you do this and why? And help me understand. Like, I don't care what I'm really doing. And the same on the music side. If I'm touring with a Beyonce, like, my life has changed because of the knowledge of the experience, because of watching it from the inside. Like, I would take any of those opportunities. They're all gonna make me better.
Now, your song "I See You," where did it come from? Did you write it? Was there an experience with it? Because I saw the video and you're lovey-dovey, and then you're fighting, and then you're, so was that from experience or just a song that you decided to write?
Yes, I wrote that song, me and Rockette. And basically the story of the song is it's 2 people who love each other but like just don't make sense together. And I think at the time, the guy that I'm talking about, we weren't really like on. Nope, no one was relevant. So it was just us, and we were just like chilling, like, okay, cool. It's you for me and me for you, like, great.
Right.
And then like we started achieving our goals and like being successful, and it kind of drove us apart.
Yeah.
Not intentionally, just like this does not make sense. I
Try to keep doing this.
Like what are we
The
doing?
season was over.
The season was over, type of thing, and it was like we couldn't let go of the season because every time we let go, we'd get in this cycle of missing those good times and like trying to make it that again. But it was a completely different season.
Now, and it's running up the charts.
Yes, it
so
is.
is there a tour in the making? And if there is ever a tour, will you ever stop Bel Air?
That's tea.
We do that every day. You know?
Yeah, that's
I think, of course, I want a tour for this summer. I want two things, honestly. To be on someone's tour, like a more established artist than me, just for like learning purposes.
No doubt.
And then also to do my own run, because I went to Howard and did me a little show there, and it was cracking.
I
And
bet
bet
want
it
more of that.
was.
I
I
bet
bet it
cracking.
was.
I want to do more shows like that.
HU, you
okay? And just like connect with audiences that I'm not trying to convince. Hey, I know you don't know me yet, but this is me. This is my music. I'm convincing you. Which is cool to do. I've done it all my life. We'll do it the rest of my life.
Right.
But I want to also have those experiences where the people are like, that just support me, that are already convinced, which is a different type of fun.
Like, soon as they hit the first couple of notes on the song, they just start singing with you.
Exactly
That thing.
Like, that's
Absolutely.
a different type of experience.
That's
but
how
they're
it was.
both
You're probably going to cry.
I literally cry.
Yeah.
Like, it's not probably, it's literally what
It's
happened.
gonna happen.
I was just overwhelmed because,
Right.
like, the last time that people sang a song of mine that they knew was like Holla at the DJ, which I was 15, 16. I mean, I've had like another kind of wave when I was independent of one song, but like they knew every song on my EP. And I just, it just reminded me of when I was like, when is this gonna happen again? Like, and then I'd be like, is this gonna happen again? Like, was it really just the one song that they'll ever know of me, like with their hearts? Like,
Right.
that can't be my story.
Yeah.
It cannot be how it ends. So I just
And
get emotional.
It's not. And this
It's
weekend,
not.
the Rite of Spring at Vanderbilt.
That's
and
right.
this is your home. So it's not like you're here like, okay, what do I do? Where do I go? What do you miss about Nashville and about Middle Tennessee as a whole?
You know what's so crazy? When I come here, I just go way out in the country to be with my mama, to eat food, and to chill. Like,
That's it.
it's kind of like when I used to live here, I moved to LA, but it would always feel like comfort to come back here because I'd go to LA, me and my mom, and we'd just be battling like auditions and rejection.
Traffic
It's just
and-
traffic, everything. So it always feels like comfort to come back here and to come back to like my family house, So I don't really be in the city like that. But when I got off the airplane today, I was looking around and I was like, did y'all remodel?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
is being remodeled.
And then I was like, is this traffic normal?
Yes.
What's happening?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
takes
It's
1
normal.
hour to get to Nashville from
The LA
Nashville.
people moved here.
They did.
They did.
They
Yeah,
literally
they did.
did.
They
did.
literally did. Because, like, before, there only would be traffic if there was a straight up accident, like something crazy.
Yeah.
But I was like, I was like, is this normal? Like, what is this? What's happening?
Yeah.
Normal
Yeah,
now.
it's evolved.
Welcome back home.
Now, when you said you go home to mom, what comfort food does mom make or that you request from mom when you come home
everybody
that you
got
have
one.
to have
Yeah.
when you come back home to mom?
It's already ready for me. Well, my mom makes this roast, and then she does like rice and gravy with the roast, and she be making this mac and cheese, and then the pound cake, and the collard greens, and the fried chicken is so fire.
Hold
too.
on.
Wait.
That's all waiting for you right now?
No. I told my mom, don't go too hard. Don't go too hard. Don't go too hard.
Well,
'Cause I
since
still
we
got to
gave
fit
you
into
our
these outfits.
award, we demand to have that same thing she just said. Bring it back.
Mama.
Mama, please.
Mama.
Wow. So
Yes.
No, she be cooking down.
where do you go if you go
Man.
out? What do you like to eat here in Nashville?
Honestly, it's so hilarious, and then it's probably so random, but there's this place over in Lebanon called Demas's, and I don't know if y'all have ever heard of it. Y'all know that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
There's
thought that
not
was, like,
too many
in
of
the
them
cut.
left, but yeah.
Yeah, the one downtown closed.
Oh, okay, that's sad. But they have this chicken and rice soup that I really love. I don't know why, but I think it's because
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Everybody
Yeah.
knows what you're talking about.
It's mad
Before my
good.
big life.
I don't know why it's so good, but it
It
does
is
bust
good.
down.
Yeah.
I think it's because we used to always eat that like after church. We'd go there sometimes, so I don't know why I like it. But there's this other place. What's it called, Mom? It's called it's something with like the portions are crazy. I can't think.
Monell's?
Of it right It's not Monell's. It's
Okay, so
like
something with portions.
Cheddar's.
Cheddars.
wow.
We talk about cheddars all the time.
The chicken
I still
fried
haven't been.
chicken
You have
and
to
the
get you a
broccoli
to-go
cheese
box. Ain't no
casserole.
way you eating all of cheddars.
If you eat
Nothing.
all of your plate of cheddars,
You are greedy.
You are greedy. Cheddars give you
literally,
enough.
like, what? I'm like, you guys, we are running out of chicken in general. Why would you serve the whole bird's nest? I'm
And
like,
it's cheap.
It's cheap.
It
It's
is
cheap,
cheap.
and it's not nasty. You would
good
think it would be,
food.
but it's
That's it. This weekend, I'm going to do it, Josh.
gotta do cheddar.
I've not been to
we-
Cheddar's
and
in my
you-
entire life.
You
know,
haven't?
Not
Wow,
one time.
that's crazy.
He's been here
Oh, you're
17
wild.
years.
And never been to Cheddar's.
That's crazy.
I'm going to do it this weekend. I'm
Okay,
done.
and my last thing that I like, this is so random, but it's only here in Tennessee, and maybe it's in Texas too, but I don't know. It's at the Mexican restaurants. They have the cheese dip that's actually a cheese dip.
Yeah.
Yes.
In LA, it's just melted cheese. And I'm like, the chip is breaking. Because I can't. I'm
'Cause you
like, this
can't
is not
scoop
the
it.
cheese
Yeah.
sauce. I'm like, y'all got that cheese sauce? They're like,
What are you
queso
talking
bandido? I'm like, no, not queso bandido. That's just melted cheese in a skillet.
and they bring your margaritas out like this.
Yeah. now they got that right. They got that right.
Literally. They do get that right. But yeah, those are some random things that I like.
Well, what can
Oh,
the
my
people
goodness.
at Vanderbilt and the people that are outside of Vanderbilt that are going to be coming to see you, what can we expect on Friday?
Okay, so I love my shows to be a range of emotions. Of course, my EP is kind of like Ben and Jerry's. There's a lot of different flavors on the EP, and that was, intentional because I wanted to see what my audience really gravitates towards from me. I mean, I feel like I was kind of introducing myself to the world, like ever since I was 16. So it's kind of like, let me try a bunch of different feels. So for the show, it's gonna be like highs, lows. There's up tempos, and then there's more vibey. And then of course, when I sing double back, there's that SWV sample in there. So I'm
Nice.
like, I'm just gonna go ahead and sing the whole song. So then I do a little throwback cover. Of course, ICU is like the finale. But yeah, it's really, really fun. And I love to like connect with my fans who are just into the show. I feel like I'm talking straight to them. So it's
We need
always
to get
like, so
Taj to
lit.
come sing with you this week.
Oh, yeah, that'd been dope.
Who that?
Taj from SWV.
SWV.
Oh,
She lives
I thought
here.
you said Tosh. No,
Taj.
Taj.
Yes.
Yeah, we had her on last week.
She needs to pull up.
Taj,
Taj, bro.
I'm
We
gonna call you,
reach
girl.
out.
Yeah, we're gonna reach out to her. That would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
Oh, my goodness.
That would actually be crazy.
So,
She'd
yeah,
definitely
guys.
come out.
You got to get out there. Rice of Spring happening at Vandy. That's happening tomorrow, Friday. It's
Friday.
going down. Well, Friday. I'm sorry.
Tomorrow, Friday.
I'm rushing
Tomorrow
us to
is
the
Friday.
weekend.
Yeah.
No, tomorrow is Thursday.
Thursday.
We rushing to the weekend, sissy. It's
Y'all
not.
all right?
I'm ready.
On Friday, you can check her out doing her thing. Her song, ICU, Here to Hear. Stream it. Check it out. The amazing, the incomparable. She is a grown woman already.
I'm so proud of you
Doing her
because,
thing.
Vanderbilt, the last one, who was what? Megan Thee Stallion was here. I mean, all of the people that have been here
Megan,
for this.
Drake, all of you
Drake,
guys have
they've
been
all
the
been
hitters.
doing the Rites of Spring.
I saw
so
Kanye when he came
Kanye,
there
you
early
been
in
there?
2000.
Wow.
Boy.
And now Lebanon's very own CoCo Jones. Give it up. Right here, the Kitty's Morning
Thank
Show.
you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
y'all.